Okay, y'all gonna have to take a seat for this one, okay? Just brace yourself and prepare for this. You ready? You sure you ready? I watched 7 Deadly Sins 4 Nights of the Apocalypse.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell.
I shouldn't have, okay? It was the worst mistake of my life. And let me tell y'all, bro, that shit was so ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was so ass, bro. Okay, it's not all that bad. It's just hilarious because it sucks. These people somehow managed to make a sequel that's worse than the original. Like, how? I don't know why they thought the show was a good idea, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people disliked the first one. And when I say a lot of people, I mean a lot. Just thinking of the fact that a group of people sat in a business meeting and approved of this shit show. Man? And don't worry, I'm gonna show y'all why exactly it's so bad. I got you. As soon as you subscribe to me real quick. Go ahead. I'll wait. So the show starts off with our protagonist. Hold on. The first note I got here is the opening is terrible. Okay, wait, I'm getting distracted. So the show is set 16 years after the events of the original anime, and essentially about these 4 knights of apocalypse who threaten the life of some guy named King Arthur, who rules over Camelot and believes that only humans should exist and all others should die, which is just okay. Our main character is this goofy looking dude named Percival. I don't know why people continue to try to make their characters look like this, bro. We get it. You want to be original and you want something to distinguish yourself from all of the copy and paste protagonists out there, but come on. We ain't this desperate, bro. First time seeing this dude, I already called his entire personality. He's one of these annoyingly nice people who gets everyone in these stupid situations that could have been avoided if bro had just locked in and done what he was supposed to do. But nah, they need their cheesy ass plot twists and diabolical ass character developments. And for some reason, the people who make these stories never seem to know how to do it properly, especially through actual storytelling. But anyways, off the bat, Percival and his grandpa get mollywopped by his own father, bro. Arthur really heard Percival was one of the ops and immediately sent his dad to increase his KD, bro. Also, let me just say this real quick, because this shit had me dying when I saw this scene, bro. Man's met a random person who pulled up to their crib and for real just outed the location of his grandpa. Like, man didn't even hesitate. Bro said, hold on, bro. Wait, let me, bro said.
Oh, you looking for my grandpa? Wait, who is you again?
His friend?
Oh yeah, he right over there. Hella vulnerable. You should hit him in his back. That's his weak spot.
Now, of course, this wouldn't be a bad anime without the power of bullshit. They get their asses laid out. Both of them is cooked, laying on the floor, presumably dead. And man just gets up from getting the same wounds as his grandpa. And all of a sudden it's just okay. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure if he can tank this, you def should be able to. The size difference is clearly noticeable. Also, bro just got sliced. You telling me that man can just walk it off? Just letting y'all know, this is like a reoccurring theme within the show, and it gets to some extreme levels later on, bro. I'm not even joking. So a few days pass, and bro finally grows some balls and heads out into the world to find his dad. And he runs into some of the biggest side characters I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I watched this entire anime, seasons 1 and 2, and I still can't tell you the name of this girl. The characters have literally zero depth, bro. I guess later on they get their little power-ups or whatever, but majority of the show, they just act as Percival's personal glaze squad. I swear this man could bomb an entire country, gun down an orphanage, crash a plane into 2 buildings, and they'd still come drooling over him with some power of friendship bullshit, bro. This guy is the only one who got some sort of backstory, and if the others did, I don't remember, and they probably wasn't much to remember either. 3 characters existed to me. Percival, because the anime is quite literally focused around him. Arthur, because I did research on the anime while making the script, and I just remembered him. And then Lancelot, one of my favorite characters in the entire show, who was first introduced as a fox, and is also one of the 4 Knights of Apocalypse. This man was the coolest character so far in my opinion, mostly during the part where he was a fox, because I like foxes. And it gets better when they reveal his human form, and they just become even more dependent on this dude, bro. Like, man's carried the entire team throughout the entire show. Personally, if your characters aren't anything to remember, they're not good characters. Maybe I'm just dumb and forgetful because I literally finished the show last Friday. As of writing this script, it is Tuesday, but nobody really contributes to any of the major events besides Lancelot. And so you're just left with a giant cast of useless characters just to be there for being their sake. At least with the original, we care about each of the 7 deadly sins. Well, not we. I personally only liked Escanor, but they were notable characters who each had their own little tricks and personalities and reasons for having those personalities. And then you have these guys. Gawain, who is also one of the 4 Knights of the Apocalypse. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on, I'm not gonna be saying that. I'm not gonna be saying that for the rest of the time, bro. I do not know why I typed this shit out so many times, bro. I'm just gonna be saying 4 Knights because that is That is way too much. That is way too much to repeat like every 10 seconds. Gawain, who is one of the 4 knights, is introduced to us as this like big, buff, strong lady. Later on in the show, she uses up all her magic in one of her battles and then just shrinks and just becomes useless. And I'm watching through all these fights that she's involved in, and I'm just waiting for her to just buff back up and body these dudes. And mind you, these were some like average run-of-the-mill ass characters, bro. It's just, would just not do that. She did get her ass kicked the first time we met her, and the episode's literally referencing taming her. But where did all that strength and power go? Not to mention the whole pride thing went completely out the door when she lost the first time, bro. Which wouldn't have made a difference since she was completely useless afterwards. But I thought it was funny how even after the loss, the way they comforted her was by telling her she was having a bad day, and on a good one she would have won, fueling that pride, only for it to never appear again. While we're on the topic of characters, who the is this, bro? This is not Meliodas. Like, I don't mean to judge people's art styles or anything, but you can't go from this to this without people noticing. Like, what? Who is this guy? Whose man is this? Also, if you haven't gotten it by now, the 4 knights are all the 7 deadly sins children, besides Percival, which brings up a lot of concerning but curious questions. Also, Lancelot is apparently following his father's footsteps in this weird love interest in this story, so yeah, I don't like him no more. Also, somebody put the author on Neighborhood Watch, please. This is twice in a row this man has pulled some weirdo shit like this. Come on. So you think, you know, since the characters are so forgettable, maybe the plot is good? No. Well, maybe it's not good. It's just, it's something, bro. A bunch of situations happen on the fly. Things just happen because they can. Nothing feels tied together. It's just like the creator had a vision of like the ending and went, how do I make this all work? And then created a story based around it. In episode 2, Percival gets into this town with this other guy. Oh wait, his name is Donnie. That's what his name is. His name is Donnie. This beast attacks his village, and bro has this whole serious speech where he's like, I'm not gonna let anyone feel or hurt. Wait, I said that wrong. Hold on. I'm not gonna let anyone feel hurt or go through pain ever again. And then he does this shit.
Nope. Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet. Tiger.
You can't be serious. Now, if I was in that village and I saw bro do that, I'd just feed myself to the damn beast. Bro hyped himself up with that speech just to showcase his terrible aim. Man, even the stormtroopers do better than that. Not to mention, if bro hadn't blocked that for him, what was he gonna do? Just tank the hit? I mean, he clearly could walk away from some shit like this, but damn, bro just got his man's hit for no reason. You don't want nobody suffering, and you for real just did the opposite. Also, this whole I'll take a hit for him just felt cheesy, cause like, bro legit tried to scam bro the moment he met him, and as soon as he was in trouble, rushed back to take a hit? Right. I totally believe that. Later down in the story, he runs into one of the Chaos Knights, and bro finds out that he has magical abilities. And he goes through this whole fight scene where he just knows how to use it. He gets engulfed in this flame that's supposed to burn forever, and he basically counters it by putting his own magic around him. And I'm just there like, you did not think of this. Like, maybe it's just me, but I don't respect the whole, oh, he just subconsciously knew how to do it. Because that doesn't add anything to the character.
Oh no, a monster showed up.
Oh shit. He just one-shot that giant ethereal, godsling, almighty, absolutely. How'd you do that?
I don't know, I just kinda did.
No, you did not. Lose a battle or two. Take a hit. Miss me with that random power-up bullshit. But make your fights interesting, man. Later on, he pulls some even more whack shit where he legit dies and just comes back to life. Twice. This show is just mad confusing though, and full of useless tropes and plot holes that just seem thrown together and forced to just have them because they can. And in all honesty, I liked it. Not because it was good, but because it was so bad, it gave me a giggle most of the time. And trust me, I didn't go into it expecting much, and that's exactly what I got. But I think y'all should watch it, get a good laugh in, and share your opinions. And for the love of God, somebody fire the person who made this character design.